Transparency and how is it specifically important to Empire? When I think of transparency, I think of a person passionate to commitments in his or her life. When an individual has their mindset so clear and focused on a set of goals or their own lifestyle that no small or a larger obstacle will get in their way. You know, the failure or success of that person is displayed like on a plate for everyone to see, and then each endpoint goal for that person, the outcome of their hard work is always shown. You know, can we all here at Empire show our transparency? Because when I think of a group or a person who's not transparent, I think of mediocrity. I think of hiding. I think of just people sliding by. And I don't want that for anybody with inside this group or the organization as a whole. And I know people in this group wouldn't allow that. Just doing enough, you know, I don't want to be affiliated with. I want to be affiliated with above and beyond. Like Billy said in his video, he just did, we don't have time. Time is always a factor every day. So I'll go over a little bit of my transparency, and hopefully you guys can take a little bit of my transparency and relate it to your life, and not make the mistakes that I make or that I did make that I'm learning from now. Um, so the first thing that I wanted to go over is I do a poor job at anticipating situations, and then I do a great job at reacting towards them. So when something is going wrong, I do an unbelievable job at reacting to that situation and cleaning up the pieces, putting a smile on, and then making everybody happy. But the thing with that is I'm not making myself happy because I have to do a better job of anticipating that situation, forecasting those situations, whether it's in the OR, whether it's an office call, whatever it may be. Because with this whole vapor, for instance, with this whole vapor recall and the whole back order, I was pretty much one day away from losing $450,000, and that's not just $450,000 in my pretty much credit line or my numbers. It's $450,000 towards the Empire, and that's something that really irritates me. So when I think about it, I think that I was very much reactive instead of proactive about getting to the clients and telling them the exact situation and how they're going to approach that. I was too casual about it. As Dirk always says, I wasn't paranoid enough. And that's a big flaw that I'm dealing with right now and that I'm working on, especially with even little competitors bringing smaller products, anticipating what they're going to bring in, and then having a game plan or preparing myself to kind of combat those different situations or those different products, because I almost lost a very big product. So that's something that I hopefully that people can somewhat take away from me is that try not to try not to react but anticipate situations, because you don't want that effect. Obviously, you don't want that affecting your own business. Um, the second thing I wanted to go over was that I pretty much flat out failed to prepare for PRP. Again, it's unacceptable, and I thought that I could just get away with um, my network of surgeons and who I knew, and say, "Hey, I have a new product, it's PRP. It's the best air on the market, and you should use it because it's me." Um, and that's not good enough. Because we talk about preparation for PRP, and it's been such a big influence in our company that that I failed to get around to it in a positive way for everyone else. Um, so now, like Will's video, I'm playing catch up, and my transparency for PRP has been crap. So I've been playing catch up with it in the past month, and I cannot say for the past 3 weeks I've gone out three days out of each week, and I've really tried to hit the pavement hard, and I've really tried to uh, gain some results out of getting trials in and getting these kits sold. Um, because I felt that it was a little bit of ignorance, but I also felt that I was in the OR all day, and I have a large account that I have to really take care of. But this is something that's new to our group and something that's influential. It can be influential to the more experienced, me. I've been here almost 4 years. More experienced people can have on an impact into individuals coming within this group. Um, so that was a big failure of mine, and now I'm playing catch up, like Will's video also stated. It's postseason now, and we can't look back. We don't have a lot of time. The last thing I wanted to go over with transparency and somewhat of an issue that I can hopefully relate to everyone else is, I've stated in other videos of mine, and Empire's my life. I can honestly say that I do not view going to work as a 9 to 5 job. I view Empire and what I do as 9 to 5 nights and weekends. There's not one day where I wouldn't talk about Empire. There's not one time where I see a surgeon and he says, "Hey, what's going on?" Well, okay, now that you said, "Hey, what's going on?" Now you're going to get an onslaught of a conversation that I know what's going on within my group, so I can convey one of my passions to you. And I, I really hope that other individuals inside this organization really push the Empire brand, not only to the clients but to their friends, their family. Because it comes up in randomness. People see your passion about Empire, and they want to be absorbed. They want to be around it. They want to get involved with it. And if I have had very good success with that specific area of my life, and it's gotten such to on I want to say a good narcissistic point where now I have my dad recruiting for me. I gave my dad like 50 business cards. I sat him down in the pizza shop. I told him, hey, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for these type of people that have gone through adversity, that work hard, that that don't shy down to a challenge, that are personable. And if you see that person comes across your office, comes across your pizzeria, give him my card and tell him to contact me right away. Um, you know, how many people in our group can say that they actively do that every day? Can really make Empire their passion, not even just when they work. It's very easy, I guess, to turn our your work life on and off. But is it easy, or is it very easy to somewhat keep it always on? And I guess maybe that's a good challenge to throw out there to everybody. Um, and moving forward, you know, I, I, uh, I would like to see more individuals staying connected to everyone as a group, within maybe not even just side with their territory, but trying to reach out to different people. Because as we get larger, it's going to become somewhat a lot harder to stay connected. And I thank you, Jay, for having those Monday night meetings because they've been very influential. And a little kind of example of that is, I thank Vinny. I told Vinny, hey, I'd like to sit down. I wanted to go over a bunch of PRP stuff with him because I had a lot of questions that I needed to go over. And since Vinny gave me a couple of the tips that he had and a couple of the questions he answered for me, I've been saying Vinny acronyms in the office like it's ridiculous. I tell the arteriocyte company story to probably all the doctors who I've been into their office. So people can really gain good ideas and good information from everyone else if they just make that extra effort to get through to everyone or show a little more of transparency where maybe their failures are, where their successes are. Um, Again, thanks again for listening to me. I've been watching a bunch of videos with everyone else in there. It's exciting because I see a lot of improvement with everyone, and that gets me really fired up. So I look forward to watching more videos and giving some more feedback. Because at the end of the day, if I hopefully see something maybe that I can point out to someone um, that will make their sales call a little bit better, I will, and I expect the same in return. So again, take care, everyone. Have a good weekend, and I'll speak to everyone soon.